Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Let's see here. I'm just changing some things here real quick. I will not be on long today. I really doubt it. I meant to be on here earlier, but it's the Munchkin's birthday, so hey Tino Bobina, Shamello, Blue Eyes. Hey Cuckoo, Mulan. Yeah, it's Lil Zig's birthday today. Yep. Hey guys. I'm like so tired. Yeah, I've been up since like 1 a.m., but had a lot going on. Tomorrow we'll probably have a lot going on too because she wants to go. I don't know why she decided last second that she wanted to go to for her birthday. She wanted to go to a hotel to swim. So we were gonna go to the Drury, but it kind of was like last second thing. So we decided to do it tomorrow night, maybe. They're all saying happy birthday. Shit, thanks. Hey, Kentucky Crime Chick and CT Princess. Yes. Oh, we just had a huge thunderstorm here too, where our phones were actually going off too, because it was a tornado warning. I had to grab Athena and go to the basement, and it was kind of scary because my daughter and her friend weren't here. They were at the YMCA with my daughter's friend's like grandma dropped them off there. And yeah, they had to everybody had to go into the locker rooms. And poor Athena was like, oh, she didn't like it. She kept trying to get on my lap because she was so scared of the light or the thunder. Oh, did you just leave a member message? I need to pull up my phone chat, I guess. Says, happy birthday, Lil Zig. Aw. You lightning intense? Yeah. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Sherry's Opinion and Stormy. I almost didn't go live tonight, but I figure I could at least go live for like an hour. You know what I mean? Because I didn't go live last night, right? I don't even know if I went live yesterday at all. It's hard to keep up. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, the weather was really intense here. It was crazy for just a very short time, though. I asked her, I've been asking her for like a couple weeks, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your birthday? I don't know. She doesn't really, honestly, my whole life, I always wanted just like one child, a girl. I just wanted one girl. And that's what I ended up having because I wanted to be able to spoil that child and, they'd be like really special. And that's what I have. People killed in Michigan tornado. Wow. I haven't been able to check anything out. Man, I'm really tired. I don't know how long I can make it, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it an hour. I just wanted to at least come on here and say hi, hey, you guys, and aw, for little Ziggy. I'm sure she'll use that for a game. Hey, Caitlin, somebody just sent you $10 for your birthday. She said, thank you, Tabby. She gets a thing up permanently for her birthday. Well, hey, Frank. I was thinking if I go to Tennessee, I told her I could that she could bring a friend, but of course I wouldn't be taking him. I don't even know if I would. I do want to talk to Fred, but I wouldn't bring them with me because they're okay to. I think they'd be okay to stay at the house by themselves for a couple hours. Hey, Lady CG and Debbie. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you for telling little Ziggy happy birthday. Unfortunately, her friend doesn't feel good. Oh, Georgette, thank you. Somebody else sent you $10 for your birthday. Cool. What are you going to spend it on? Your game? That's what I thought. She likes playing that Red Dead Redemption game because she likes the horses and stuff. And yeah, Siggy Smalls. I'm so scared of my daughter growing up. She's 2.5, and I love watching her grow, and I want every day. But I know, but it's kind of cool. Like, I don't know. It's crazy because I was looking at her and I just couldn't believe like how much she's starting to look like a young woman. It's just crazy because it was like overnight. It seemed like that she went from little girl to like young woman. And it's where she has, I don't know. She's really, aw. Lady CG gave you $10 for your game. Caitlin. You got $10 for your birthday. Yes. Yeah, 3 times. I know, you're rich. My daughter is obsessed with. Oh, you have Gaisha Impact. What is that? Geisha Impact? Is that something like anime? Someone about 2 days ago, I overextended my arm while sparring, though I pulled a muscle. Sparring? You actually spar? Is that like when you're doing that like knife thing? Hey, shooting stars. I'm doing good. Yeah, I agree. CT. They'll be fine for a couple hours to be home by themselves. Just as long as none of the psychos know where we're staying. Aw, Stormy sent you $10 too. Now that's 4 times. Woohoo! You're rich. You're gonna pay for our trip to Tennessee. Just Just kidding. You're usually watching the bushes, but with all the ridiculousness here lately, I came to show support. Well, I think I appreciate that. Usually, oh, my son said gold is easy to get once you buy the rolls, then you won't need to buy anymore. Oh, Caitlin. Oh, what is so somebody has a tip for you for your game about gold? Her son said that once you buy the rolls, do you know what that means? Oh, you're maxed out on all of them? Then you won't need to buy gold anymore. Is that true? She said, eh. So you know what rolls are? Mm. Well, she's maxed out. I know. Georgia, I told her about it. She's excited. I told her she's rich now. Thank you so much, guys. Your daughter turned 21 today? Wow. Oh, your daughter's had the same birthday as little Zig. That's cool. Oh my gosh. Amber Robinson and Christy Taylor, both their daughters turned 21. Yeah, with swords. That's what it's saying is, does he actually do that? I didn't know that. I've never seen somebody do that. And like, I've just seen that on TV. Happy birthday, little. Hey, Libby and Kimberly. My daughter turned 14 in February. It's like she thinks she's 21 now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's kind of like, she's pretty, little beyond her age, I'd say. Probably because, like, I don't know. I didn't baby her. You know what I mean? I never babied her. So she's pretty independent. Let's see. That's good. I know you guys probably have seen this. Hey, Capuchet, I can't, Capuchetto. Strong headed to put mom as example. Well, I wasn't always like that. But I think it's really important for women, especially, to learn how to be independent because you can get yourself in really hot water if you have to depend on somebody to survive. And I'm supposed men could get like that too, but it's usually women, it seems like. Aw. You got another. Wow, Caitlin. Thank you guys so much. I think she's like falling asleep back there. So if she doesn't say thank you, please don't get. She's happy 14th. Hope you're having a blast. Thank you, USMC wife. No, you're not blocked, Amanda. Love bomb from Justice for All. Aw. I love Justice for All. I really Kate you. Hey, sweet sativa. I saw a comment of yours somewhere today. I forget where, but I really appreciated it. Hey, Amanda. Oh, did I accidentally say hey to somebody? I'm sorry. I'm pretty. I'm pretty airheady sometimes, especially once I'm start to get tired. Oh, thank you, USMC wife. I was thinking you left a message for me somewhere, and I was trying to remember where. I don't think it was an email, was it? Thank you guys for the happy birthday wishes. I know I never want her to freaking leave. But of course, she can't wait to leave, even though she says I'm her best friend. Oh, isn't that sweet? She said I overheard her telling her friend on her game. She's like, I have the best mom ever. She's like my best friend. I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. She's going to get mad if she hears me say that, but it was so cute. It was so cute. She's like, I have the best. I have the best mom ever. She's like my best friend for real. Yeah. She just thinks I'm the best mom only because she gets away with too much. That's probably your daughter's in. Well, I don't know. She didn't always think. Actually, she still doesn't like let me hug her or anything. Um, but she would now. She like it's weird. I mean, it's good. It's now she like wants me to go everywhere with her and follows me around everywhere, but which is so opposite because up until like I'd say a year or two ago, she'd always like be like act like I'm embarrassing her. So I don't know. Oh, thank you, Willow. I know, right, Swamp Beast? Right, Tracy? Thank you, ICU. Aw. Vet Girl says, happy birthday, little Ziggy. May this be the best year ever. Positive vibes. And then so did Raybird. I think she's. What? Thank you guys. She's laying down back there, but I think I hear her. I was gonna. I've always been very close to my daughter. She is 26 and is still my very best friend. Aw, is she your only child? Yeah, once she gets the phone, I'm gonna tell her. Even though she isn't. The only thing like I need to work on with her is like, well, she's kind of she's spoiled, so because she is my only child, and so I before I would get myself something, I like getting her stuff. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's normal. Maybe it's unhealthy, but I don't know. But I like to dress her up as my like Barbie. Caitlin, did Maddie already leave? Oh, so there's Vet Girl and Raybird and USME. Oh, oops, I hit a button. They said happy birthday, and you got a little bit of more money. Did you hear me? What? What, Athena, babies? What? You're not supposed to be in here. You know that. That's why you're coming up here, like, looking at me with those pretty eyes. Because you're not. This is a big kid's room. Why is your nose? Yeah. Were you scared earlier? That was a scary storm. Uh-oh. Hide. She notices you're gone. Hurry. Come up here. Come up here. You can jump. Oh, rock-a-bye, baby. Oh. I've never seen a dog that likes to be carried like a baby. Like, she likes to be cradled like a baby, too. 4 boys, I like to dress them as pumpkins on Halloween. Yeah, it is, Susie. But I think she's like half asleep back there. Otherwise, she'd probably be running in here and getting her dog because she'd be freaking out. Oops, I guess I better get back to this. Means trust. My daughter's one of the first 3 boys, and a lot older than her. So she is like an only child, 19, 19, 21, and then her. Oh, wow. Wow, that's so cool. Or were you expecting that, or was she unexpected? I can't imagine having your kids like, out of the house or almost out of the house, and then it's like, surprise. I mean, I guess that's kind of like, I have a sister that's like 15 or 16 years younger than me, but she's just a half sister. I can't claim that you're a dog person anymore. Well, I can be a dog person with the right dog. Like, and Athena is very sweet. She loves, like, what, do we need to get your ears checked, baby? BBG? You need to get your ears checked? Let's see. What? You're way down. Oh. I'd like to show, take her to the vigil and stuff, but man, guys, I don't know. It makes me a little bit nervous. Why are you making weird noises? Aw, happy birthday, little Six. Thank you, Mara. Sorry that you either have to be up here or you have to you have to get out of the big kids' room. This is for the big kids. Unless you're going to be on my lap. Cuddling. I have to mow the grass. The grass is like a foot freaking long, but it rained today. And then, of course, it was her birthday, so I wouldn't have been do it today. Anyways, and tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to freaking do it because I told her I would take her to or get a hotel room so she could swim for her, her birthday, I guess. Why does Athena have a freaking long, like a really overly long tail? Hey, Athena, come here. Leave the cat alone. Leave the cat alone. I know you want to play, but he doesn't like you yet. He thinks you're immature. I know, right, Susie? Oh, really? Swamp, you never wanted a child? My aunt never had kids. I don't ever remember her talking like she wanted kids either. I just wanted one. And I had no desire really for another. Of course, the first one, which I did want to talk about, well, shoot, I don't even know if I should talk about that. So I'm not trying to address like haters and stuff like that. But hey, Julie. Oh, really? Pam? Yeah, but those are little, like, Athena's a big baby, aren't you? I don't know. Like, it's probably because we've been doing that with her since the beginning, like holding her like that and also laying her head on my shoulder. So now she wants to do it all the time, especially if it's like storming out or something. Or if she thinks she's in trouble from her mama, which is little Ziggy, then she'll like run to me and like try to have me hold her. She has gotten so big. It would be cool for people to see her at the vigil. So I'm thinking about it. I don't know. No, that's not for babies. That's not for babies. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we should go to the vigil? I don't know. Some of them are very scary and mean. Too bad your brothers and sisters aren't. Well, actually, that's a good thing. It's a good thing they got homes too. I'm sitting here like looking at her and talking to her like she can understand me. I know, right? Mama too. Probably try to freaking dog nap her. No, do both. Right. Plus stepsons. Plus I've raised a few others. Now I'm ready to house char sauce again. Hey, J. Marie. So I feel like I would be happy if my daughter like never left, but I know that's not gonna happen. She's probably gonna leave when she's like as soon as she turns 18 because I don't want it to happen. Yeah, I think they can a little bit lip lock. I think they can like feel your emotions and what are you doing over there? I see you in the TV. I'm looking at the TV like as it's turned off and it's like a mirror. I can kind of see her playing with a toy. So I posted this the other day just because I know I didn't read it. I don't ever read the comments really because I'm not trying to, read. There's people that will just come and read or write rude comments just to be rude, no matter what the post is. It could be something like super positive and they're there just, there to rain on the parade. So, I don't usually read the comments, but I do know from what people have told me that some people somehow took this as proof that I was trying to say this was proof that Ronnie Logan or Ronnie Logan. Oh my God, Ronnie Lawson. I've been looking into that freaking Delphi case, looking into Ron Logan and stuff. Oh my gosh, what a freaking creep. That dude, man. And it's like, anyways, never mind. Okay. This wasn't proof about Ronnie Lawson saying that to Michelle, but what I meant by proof, it says that it is probable that it's probable. Like, I don't know how we would ever have proof unless we'd have to hear it from him, or it'd be, recorded or something. But anyways, what I was trying to say with this post is that, this is proof. It's right here on the TBI website. They tell us. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Julie. Little Ziggy's asleep now, but it's really sweet. Thank you, guys. That's true, Tracy. But what I meant by this post is just that it says right on the TBI website that Candace didn't call 911 for 4 hours or around 4 hours. It doesn't say exactly. But when you think of it, this is why I clipped these parts right here. Okay, these are from the TBI newsroom.com, and it's where they have their frequently asked questions. And I put two different parts together so you can see, like, when you read these together, it's basically saying that Candace claims that she did not call 911 for 4 hours. Because look, right here it says, when was Summer last seen? And it says her mother reports last seeing her on the afternoon. Her mother reports last seeing her on the afternoon of June 15th at their home in the 100th block of Ben Hill Road. In order to preserve the integrity of the investigation, we will not provide additional information regarding the timeline. However, they do provide additional information regarding the timeline in the next paragraph that I clipped and put right here. Because look, her mother reports seeing her on the afternoon. That's crazy. And then right here it says she was reported missing to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office at approximately 6:30 on Tuesday, June 15th. So it's like simple math. If her mom reports seeing her missing, if her mom last reports seeing her on the afternoon of June 15th, and then she doesn't call 911 until 6:30, that's about 4 hours, right? So I think, there's no information given that would affect the investigation, because it's already on the TBI newsroom website. It's crazy because Lady CG showed me where she asked Leslie, or how do you say her name? Earhart or something? about when she was last seen, because there's a lot of discrepancies. I mean, if you look up online on other sites, you're going to see things that, oh, she was last seen walking away from her home at 7 p.m. Just like all kinds of, or they, another thing that's been reported is that after about 10 minutes of looking for Summer, they call 911. So how does Candace go from planting flowers to, aw, thank you, Popsy. Thank you. You guys are awesome. That helps pay for her hotel room that she wants. Plus, I was trying to get her to wait till tomorrow because it's half the price just to go on a. Thank you guys. I never feel like I can say thank you guys enough. Like, I feel bad because it doesn't seem ever enough. But it says, I mean, am I missing something, or don't you guys see it the same way? Or it's totally fine if you don't see it the same way, because like a lot of times I can be, like I said, very kind of I don't know, not really an airhead, but very unobservant. And sometimes I won't see something that's right in front of my face. But it right here, it just seems to spell it out. It says her mother reports last seeing her on the afternoon. Well, I mean, that's not really a timeline, because this is when Candace reports her last seeing her. But I think like if Ronnie Lawson was to say, frustrated, in a frustrated way, like, well, why did it take Candace 4 hours to call 911? Well, according to her, in her own words, it took her 4 hours to call 911. I mean, she reports last seeing Summer on the afternoon of June 15th, and then doesn't call the sheriff's office till 6:30. So he's just wanting to know, if you last saw her afternoon time, then why did it take you 4 hours? Okay. So this is not like anything. I mean, I guess they tell us to go by the TBI website. That's where they always refer us to. So I guess this is where we're supposed to go for our timeline information, or, facts, which is not very many, because otherwise we're going to be like, sound a wild goose chase of many different answers. Do you know who put out those, all the information out there that is conflicting? And think about it. Why it was the parents, and think about why that is. Why would the parents be putting out conflicting messages? Hold on, I have to grab Athena. She's in my makeup room. What do you got? Okay, yeah, you look like you're in trouble. What is that? Bring it to me. Right, Kat? Let me see that. What is that? Drop. Open. Nope. Okay. Here, we have to go. You have to go. Let's go over here. Come here. Come here. No, it's not playtime. Go. Go see her. Oh, I'm not picking you up. Why do you want me to pick you up like a baby? Okay, I give you huggers. Hugs. Hugs. All right. Now go. Go see your mommies. She's going to be jealous. It's her birthday. Happy birthday. Huh? 20 pounds? Oh, no. He's talking about like bench press. Like a weight bench. Oh my gosh. She's so freaking. She's silly. She's like self-conscious about her arms. Anyways. So she wanted me to buy her weights. And I did get her weights, like arm weights. I got her 6-pound ones. And then she said it wasn't heavy enough. So then I got her 10-pound ones. Now she says she needs 20-pound ones. Like, I think 20 pounds is a lot for arm weights. So, anyways, yeah, this says it right here. I mean, it's not saying that it's a fact that it took her 4 hours to call 911, but according to her, to Candace, it took her 4 hours. You know what I mean? I mean, at least at one time they keep changing their stories, and like I was saying, that's why there's all these conflicting stories out there. I mean, think about it. Like, look at the picture that they put out into the for the Amber Alert. They give a picture that doesn't even look like her currently. Everybody's going to be looking for a little girl with longer hair. Okay, so that's one piece. Name any other pieces of misinformation you guys think of. There's so many. Her age. They were trying to say she's 4 when she was really 5. Wasn't one of them her height too? Like saying that she was like 3 foot when she was really like, I don't know. There was something like that. Right? More reps with, yeah, that's good. Hey, Caitlin, this lady goes by Muscles and Mascara, so she must know what she's talking about because it sounds like she has some muscles, and it looks like she has some muscles too. She said instead of increasing the weight, increase how many reps you do. Like how many times you do it. Well, you have to increase it slowly. So, okay, so height and weight, you think, or was her weight mentioned wrong? Clothing, wasn't it? Didn't she say, wasn't she reported wearing shorts at one time or something like that? But she actually had pants on. Height and weight were incorrect. Let's see, what else was obviously where she was last seen. I mean, walking away from Ben, who put out there walking away from Ben Hill or their house? Who put out to the media walking away from 110 Ben Hill Road? Then also, like, did only one of them call 911 or did both of them? Called the sheriff to report her missing. Clothes mentioned wrong. Press ups. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually. Sassy, the push-ups. Caitlin, push-ups would definitely be a really good idea to tighten your arms. Well, just giving you ideas. They want to help. But I think you know what I say. I think you are, I could have only dreamed like of a body like hers when I was her age. Anyways, plain colds. Oh gosh, that sounds painful. Oh no, you're not very late. We just get started around 30 minutes, but yeah, purposeful misdirection. That's what I feel like too. Like, why? Why would somebody want to do that? I think Donald was transferred from another county to Hawkins County, probably the sheriff. Oh, your hubby's doing planks? That's funny. They pretended to know her birthday on MGL's. Yeah. Dawn didn't ever know that kind of stuff. Oh, she having, oh, that's right. She's having those stents put in, isn't she? She had heat exhaustion and passed out. Aww. You guys will not believe what I just saw on somebody's Facebook when I was doing a little research on something. When you mentioned about throwing up, oh my gosh. I think I was on a Discord call with Hakuna actually when I was like had Facebook, like I was doing a screen share and I was like scrolling and then there was I was looking for something and this person in the comments of like a post posted a picture. Okay, this is going to be really gross. So if you don't want to hear it, you might want to like cover your ears. Like seriously, I do not know who could ever in a million years ever think like this is okay. Like if it was so not so disgusting, like I would show you because it's almost unbelievable to believe that somebody did this, a woman at that too. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I could describe this because it's so gross. And it's not about throwing up either. um oh my gosh. I'm embarrassed to even talking about embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to even describe what she did. I've never seen somebody do something like this before. And she had no shame. She was like, people were saying how disgusting that was and stuff. And she was like she got kind of like, she kind of snapped back at him like it was normal or something. Oh, I don't know. I can't even say it's so embarrassing to even say. Two girls in a cup. No, it was like she was sick, okay? She was talking about how she was sick and thinking that she needed to get a COVID test or needed to go to a doctor or something. And I guess she needed to prove it to everybody. So she like she like put I can't say it. Oh my god. Was it Amber Heard? And no, it's on somebody's like rant. Like I was looking into something that I was trying to research because a lot of times when you research, you go through, people's, or you have to, when you're looking into something, you go from Facebook's a good tool. You have to look into family members and stuff like that to find what you're looking for. And it was something like that. I was doing like that. And this lady was commenting on the post how she was sick. And she said something like, I think I need to go doctor. I think I need a COVID test. And she posted a picture with her comment of her loogie in her hand. I'm not even joking. Sorry. I could feel my face getting red right now, embarrassed, but she had no shame. Like, she acted like people were like, okay, there was some people, what was disturbing is she wasn't the only one that acted like it was normal. Everybody, there was like a couple of people was like, oh, honey, that looks like infection. You need to go to the doctor. I was like, nobody's going to say anything about the elephant in the room besides that it looks like she's sick or has infection. They commented on the color of it and said that it looked like she had an infection. Oh man, on a Facebook. And then there was a lady that was like, finally called her out. She's like, I am sorry, but that was like, I couldn't believe it. Let's see if I can find it actually. Well, no, I probably wouldn't be able to find it again. Like, I don't want to see it though. That was really disgusting. I had to hurry up and close it because, I thought at first that it was what Lady CG was talking about, but which is still gross, but I don't know which one would be more gross. Actually, probably what she did. Actually, I don't know. I don't know who would ever think that is normal thing to do. Now I wanted to find the post to see if I could read the comment of the people who responded because it was funny. Because I couldn't believe there was actually people commenting like normally, like telling her that she needed to go to the doctor and stuff. Obviously she needs more than like a medical doctor. I think she needs like a psychiatrist. Oh, these shorts are cute. AF. Ew, biscuits and gravy pizza with a biscuit. No. I tried something like that. Well, no, I tried a breakfast pizza thing recently, and gross. It was not good. It was really gross. I know, but Lisa post a picture of it. Or people taking pics of their poop and asking me if they have worms. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, Lady CG. Craig and Asa said, oh, come on, Ziggy. I was waiting for something hurtful. And that's just an everyday thing for Craig and Asses, taking snot pics all the time. She's like, "You worked me up for that." I don't know. I think that's so I've never seen somebody do that. She seriously, like, that is just as shocking to me as, like, taking a picture of her, of crap. Seriously, I would have been just as shocked. Like, it would have been equally as shocking. I'm sorry to gross some of you guys out, but man, wish I could find that because I was like, whoa. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Who cares? That's what happened. I know, right? Shiva mom, that's what happens when you go snooping. I know, I know. I Everybody goes snooping, right? Actually, for the most part, I stay off Facebook because I find it pretty depressing. Marissa said there used to be maybe there still is a website called Rate My Shit. Oh man, that's funny. My routine is 30 punches with each arm, set of 15 kicks with each leg. Then I go to 10 push ups, then 20 set ups, and then I proceed to jog in place for 10 minutes. Like, talk like something, but can we talk about something pleasant like crime? Yeah, crime is so pleasant. I can, um, I got some emails. Oh, that's so nice of you, Muscles and Mascara. Thank you. She would love the help because she wants to know how to tone up her arms. Because, she had for a very short time she had got a little bit chubby, but then only for like a year. And now she's like pretty much lost it all very quickly, but she wants to tone up her arms, you know, and it really makes her uncomfortable. And she looks I think she looks great, but I mean, of course she's my daughter, but I mean seriously. She's so like little and cute. And she's lucky. She has a flat stomach. That's what I always tell her because even when I was like really thin, I never had a freaking flat stomach. I hated it. Seen worse. Yeah, that's what happened, CT. She it was for like a period of a year or so, like, and I don't know, she just I don't it's crazy. 4 sets of 15 reps, even 5 pounds, but diet is where you lean out and see muscle. If you don't mind me mentioning a creator, there is one. Yeah, you can mention creators. Yeah, I don't watch out for ninja farts. They're silent but deadly. Yeah, Roxanne. See, I agree, Roxanne, because see, I had a lot of issue, but what do you call it? Like body issues, or I don't know, what is it called? Where I like was I where I yeah, I was anorexic, really. I mean, in high school and early 20s because and it also and I one of the things that would like bugged me a lot when I was a kid. Well, for one, I was chubby in middle school and then I got to high school and I had, lost a lot of weight, but I never felt like thin even though I was was super thin. Um I guess it's kind of like body dysmorphia in a way, but not really. I mean, it wasn't like that bad, but that all came from because so much emphasis I felt like was put on outwardly appearance. Uh, I don't know. By my Kind of by my mom, I felt like. Oh, really, Lisa? That's funny. My daughter was about in tears the other day because she said she used to like pick. It was really it's gross, but and she would get like scars, and I mean, I think they're pretty much like faded. Like she would get a mosquito bite, and it would just she would mess with it, mess with it, mess with it, and it started giving her scars. And but eventually, like the doctor got on her, is like, you're gonna mess up your pretty skin if you keep doing that. So eventually she had stopped, but she she has some scars like on her feet, and now she's like was like about in tears because her feet, she said, used to be cute and now they're so ugly. I guess. I guess. Oh, thank you, Michelle D. Happy birthday to your sweet daughter from. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, she's fair skinned. Okay, so that too, I guess. I got off topic and started talking about snot. So, I agree, CT. I 1,000% agree. I I totally believe that, and that's not just something people say to make somebody feel better. I think it's true because haven't you ever noticed? Well, for me, I think especially for women too, because a lot of women don't focus uh, so much on looks. Like a guy, for me, anyways, if he is like if his personality is just like I don't know if first of all if he's like super arrogant, I don't know. I don't like arrogant. No, I like confidence, but arrogance or thinking that, to me, that's so unattractive. I could also see, a woman and be like, think that she's super pretty, and then her attitude or the way she talks can make her so unattractive. You know what I mean? But women are like, funny goes a long way too for a guy. Oh, really? How small your feet are? Really, Tracy? Most people would love to have small feet. That's so funny. We all want what we don't have, right? It's hilarious. Really ridiculous. I'm so glad though. I used to be overly self-conscious like that. And I think like now I'm like the opposite. You know how I say like, "Oh, I don't care like what people say about my looks or whatever on here." Like when I say it doesn't bother me at all, it really doesn't, because there was a point in my life, especially in my 20s and of course teens, where I was so um overly focused on that kind of stuff, you know? And I don't know what changed, but I'm just I just found other things in life. I think that I put too much, what's the word for it? Not weight, but too much emphasis, or too much, I guess, emphasis on stuff that really didn't matter. Too much emphasis on like superficial things, you know? I think it was because, for one, when in middle school I was like chubby, Then I get to high school, and about 14, 15, I lost a lot of weight. And then all of a sudden I was getting attention I never had. And I noticed how people treated me. I even felt like even like certain family members would treat me different. And it's actually it kind of makes me sad thinking about it now, because I always promised myself I would never like be that way to my kids. I would never love them any less or any more, no matter, if they're whatever. I just But I found other things to fulfill my, I guess, obsessions. I don't know. I was obsessed with it. I was absolutely obsessed with trying not to eat. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Down Under Crime Talks. Thank you so much. Snap bean toes. We're fancy and special. Okay, so um I don't even know if I should even address this. I'm trying to think if I should even mention it. I don't want to bring attention to any, situation, but I was just made aware of something today. Um, let's see. I was looking to see what's on that we could watch real quick because I was trying to decide if I wanted to. Oh, she is though. CT. She is. She is perfect the way she is. She's freaking. She's seriously. Uh, she's gorgeous. Seriously. Mm. It's crazy. I can't believe how much she changed in such a short period of time. I know, right, Lisa? You want straight hair. My sister wanted curly, but I had curly and she had straight. Or what I think is so funny is that when you hear like when I hear women say, complain about being too skinny or not being able to gain weight, I'm like, seriously. But I guess I understand because oh yeah, awkward stage CT in my opinion is definitely middle school. you know. Now I'm see like the thing is I don't care. I mean, I don't care though, like if I'm I don't really care about like being hot anymore or anything like that. I feel like I've had my um fun and I'm good, you know what I mean? I have other things like I focus on. But there was something I was gonna say, but I've totally lost. I wish I was as fast now as right, CT, I know, right? It's like, yeah. But no, I think like I've seen girls that always talk about how they can't gain weight and stuff. But I think that's, and they'll get self-conscious too. It's crazy. My sister, like I've told you guys before, um, well, all my sisters are freaking, I mean, they're all like really pretty. But I have one sister that's like exactly almost a year younger than me. And so I think that's probably where some insecurities like came from when I was a kid because she was always so thin and didn't gain weight. And also like starting in I also noticed like I felt like kind of treated differently by my mom a little bit, um but what's funny is that like seriously, like all my guy friends all thought my sister was like, you know, like everything. Like just thought she was so hot. If I ever dated a guy too who would say something about my sister, I'd be like, nope, I'm next. That's creepy. I know, Marlena. I saw that video of Marissa's son eating that. I think you sent it to me, or somebody else sent it to me. used to dye your blonde eyelashes? Really? I know a girl in high school, one of my really good friends, who was so pretty, like seriously, so freaking pretty, like looked like a she was pretty like a in a I don't know. She was just really pretty. Like, I guess I'm trying to think what kind of pretty, like, I guess like pageant pretty. And she had the longest eyelashes I've ever seen. And people would freaking bully her for it because they were jealous. It was girls. And guess what what she grew up doing? I think she still does Playboy to this day. She's like, wait, she does a Playboy golf thing, whatever that is. But yeah, she got bullied so bad. But what's so funny, what I was gonna say about my sister is like all the guys thought she was like so hot, and like I'd be like, really? I mean, I think my youngest sister's prettiest. But anyways, but it was funny because she would always like all the time be crying about, am I pretty? Am I fat? I was like, really? Please. But bazongas? What's bazongas? I know, right? Why do all the boys get the long eyelashes? That's true, lip lock. On par with my empathy. Frank says, I personally do not mind how anyone looks. I just enjoy an intelligent conversation. In middle school and high school, that was very lacking, on par with my empathy. I don't think that you're like, I really wouldn't say that you're not empathetic. I don't see that at all in you. I see you actually pretty empathetic, actually. But or actually, I see you kind of like actually pretty sensitive, but yet not like super sensitive, but you do have empathy. You're not like completely void of that. You just are an honest person, very honest. And a lot of times people don't understand that because there's so many people who, I mean, usually the default is for somebody to just lie to spare somebody's feelings, or, or like kind of hold back. But for me, like, and I know people don't believe me, but I really appreciate when somebody can be honest. Like, um, even if it's not nice. I mean, I don't mean like go out of your way to tell somebody they're fat or tell somebody they're ugly. No, I mean, now if they ask, then I guess they better be expecting you to give them an answer. If they ask, am I fat? Then, do you think I'm fat? Then you better be expecting the answer, because, but I don't mean like, intentionally going out of the way to no, I mean, if somebody I think that I like how honest you are. I mean that. Like, I think that is rare because I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody find him? Well, I don't want to I don't want to get mad if somebody says they find him like frank unempathetic cuz I don't think that at all actually. Actually, I think it's the opposite really. You're careful how you say things, but yet you are still honest at the same time. And really, I don't think you should be apologetic about that. If somebody asks you something, then tell them the truth, you know? And I love it. I love when I hear you on a panel and um you're giving somebody honesty and sometimes they get their feelings hurt, but it's just best. It really is. A lot of times it will seem like people get mad at you. I'm not saying you in general, but just somebody that's like brutally honest. But it's the best way for a person to grow and better themselves if people are honest with them. That means honesty with yourself too, you know? Well, and he's a man. Like men, he's a man in a predominantly like woman community. Women like are, a lot of drama, usually, and men get over things like way faster. Frank is everybody's friend though. He hangs out in all of those. I don't think that's fair to do to him because he's he reminds me a lot of in a way, he reminds me a lot of Jenny Penny in that he's just like she's also very honest. And she also likes to hear all different sides. Man drama channel for fun? Are they straight? Well, I guess there are some. Never mind. I have a whole bunch coming up. I guess all of them. See, TJ, I don't hold grudges at all, but I am sensitive and I forget probably too easily, but I know that's not normal. I know that's not the norm, but it's really not a good thing how easily I get because I've let a lot of people like back in my life when I definitely shouldn't have because I'm overly forgiving and even for I mean, I don't completely forget, but I try to just move forward. That was like I've told you guys, that was one of the great things about my last relationship is like we were both so like when we get in fights, yeah, sometimes they'd be intense for like 5 or 10 minutes, but then like we would be totally over it. I don't understand that, like people getting mad for days on end. It just doesn't help. A lot of times you just have to freaking agree to disagree. I think Frank didn't let tear Twer what do you mean tear sway him is why he got told he wasn't empathetic. He did the best thing ever changed. Oh, who said he I don't want to call anybody out if or embarrass somebody, but I don't believe that at all. I've seen unempathetic people and I don't think that's true at all. I really don't. I would say if I thought he wasn't at all empathetic. I mean, is he like overly empathetic? No. Is he overly sensitive? No. I do think he's a little sensitive. Sometimes I've seen him get his feelings hurt and stuff, but he just wants well, I get it because he also I understand because I try to be a really honest person too, and sometimes it's hard to understand why people can be like kind of two-faced, I suppose. And I know they do it because they're just trying to like be nice to it, people to their face and like not hurt their feelings and stuff. But really, you know, it hurts much worse when they hear it from somebody else, or it's just, I feel like it's best to be honest all the way around. Tears, as in somebody crying. He ignores you for a couple days. See, I'm not one of those ignorers, really. I mean, I'll ignore for like a couple hours if I need a break, but let's see. What should we watch? I was gonna go over something real quick, but I don't know. Like, there was something like that I'm told that was brought up, and it actually puts me in a really dangerous situation, and especially my daughter. I mean, me definitely too, but um, oh, thank you. Wait, hold on. I don't want to say this person's name because I don't know if they. Hold on, let me see if it says for happy birthday to your sweet daughter. Oh, wait, no, that's Michelle D. Hold on. For happy birthday to Lil Zig, video I sent you, I will help her. Oh, is this makeup and mascara? Was that you, makeup and mascara? Thank you. Oh, no, I'm muscles and mascara. Sorry. I know, right? D-Boss, I don't know what's going on. My dad used to make fun of my brothers if they cried, kind of caveman. I love my dad, just not antiquate. antiquated ideas. Is Chasing Truth here? I'm loving Chasing Truth stories she's doing on the unusual suspect. I love her personality and could see her being a real life friend. I like Chasing Truth for her honesty. But I think sometimes she's been a little unfair to me. I'm not gonna lie. But I appreciate honesty and I want people to be honest. Um, I just think that she's taken me wrong sometimes. Like she didn't have the right idea about me, but I also feel like she does try to look at all sides. So I can definitely appreciate that too. Um, I'm kind of the reason why I'm being quiet because I'm kind of like trying to think how to. I know some of you think I shouldn't really discuss it, but I'm going to remain calm and I'm going to try to like mention how serious it is so that maybe somebody, people would have a change of change of heart and whether they like me or not. I just ask that they think about my daughter. um and I kind of talked about my story back in like December, and I'm not going to get into this too too much. At least I don't plan on it, but I just want to say, like, it puts my daughter in a significant amount of harm's way. um and especially me, for sure, trying to contact her biological father. um I only knew him for a few months. It was not like a relationship, really. It's like more of a party thing. Um, but I haven't seen him in over 15 years. So he wouldn't even know anything about me as far as personally, because, and some of you guys might be lost but I'm just saying, like, it was mentioned on a live recently, so I'm told, that the biological father of my daughter was doxxed and his record put out and stuff, which I thought I already had talked about that because they had already brought it up, I thought, but it kind of went further and sicker than that. Um, to the point where they are saying they're going to get a hold of him. First of all, there's no reason to get a hold of him because he doesn't know anything about me. and it also puts me in danger. And I mean, I know that's what these people want, but I would ask them to like think about my daughter. Um, I just, pleading with whatever little bit of decency they have to think of my daughter's safety because she's never met him. He's not on the birth certificate. There's a reason for that. She's never met his family. I'm on every single, like, anytime he is like out of jail or out of prison, it is I'm notified because I had these, let's see. I will show you. I took out a bunch of, so any identifying information was really not there, but even if it was, it's okay cuz so this is like the charges he had in 2008. This would have been his first oh, you can't even see it. Never mind. Hold on. I mean, where did it go? Uno momento, por favor. My computer does this weird thing, and it should not be doing this, where my screen goes up into like 6 different vertical or horizontal, not verticals, like screens on top of each other. And this is like a new computer. I don't understand why it's doing that. But I'm trying to pull up something and show you guys. The heck is it? Did I close it? I might have closed it. I might have to. I have too many freaking windows open for one. But I was pulling up the charges. I don't think I showed you guys. I just went by, I just told you, which sometimes it's like, since there's so many people who lie in this community, sometimes people don't take things seriously. So I'm just going to show you guys how dangerous this guy is. This guy's probably the most dangerous guy you would ever possibly meet in your life. And I understand that these people like hate me so much that it almost seems like they would love for something horrible to happen to me. But my daughter is innocent in this. I really needed. Why is this? I think I'm accidentally just deleted it. I do have it on. Hold on. I sent it to somebody earlier, so I'll just. I think I sent them the. Hold, please. Okay. I don't understand what made somebody even bring this up at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't even talked about these people. Like, I don't get it. Oh, shit. Why is it not? It doesn't make sense, like, why somebody would wanna do that, you know? Like, I don't bother these people at all. You know, it's like, that's something you would do if somebody, like, and to say that you're gonna get a hold of them, you know what I mean? Like, for what? That's what I don't get. Okay, I think I got it. Maybe. No, I need the ones that I not that one, Lady CG, I need the one that's, like I thought I sent it. Here it is. Here it is. I am gonna show all of them, but I'm gonna first show the one, you know. Okay, so these are his, were his first charges, were, like, really that like, serious charges that he had ever got, and this is when I was pregnant with my daughter, and I just need people to understand, like, how dangerous this guy is. We're not talking about somebody who's, like, small time, like, he so at that time, first of all, I didn't know him very well, and it was just, like, a really stupid mistake that I go off to Florida with somebody I barely know, and, I mean, I don't regret it because I have my daughter, you know, but yeah, I just he's not on the birth certificate. He's never met her. She has never have expressed interest to meet him. Um, he's we she's we've never met any of his family. Um, and like I said, it wasn't like a boyfriend or something. This was a somebody I was around for, 6 months or so. And I ended up having to get a protective order. And well, I didn't get a protective order. The court ordered it because of these charges. And these charges were against me while I was pregnant. And while we were driving to, I remember Brooksville, Florida, Walmart. And we got in an argument. And he started bashing my head against the window, and he had a knife on him. And yeah, so I'm not going to go over that again, but these are the charges. I did go over like what happened in a live I did in like December, I think. But aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, kidnapping while armed, aggravated battery upon a pregnant female, and false imprisonment. Okay, so these were his like first like serious charges. Before that, he'd never been in prison. He had petty crimes. Um, you know, nothing that crazy. Okay. And he also didn't have, I mean, we obviously had drug problems. Like I was into pills and, but he wasn't like he is what I've heard he's become. Now he's like a crackhead or something. And he's like barely recognizable, really. Um, so when he went to prison for this, he was facing like 70 years, but they dropped the first two highest charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and kidnapping while armed. Um, so yeah. And he gets out. they end up giving him 3 years for each of the lowest 2 charges, and he gets to serve concurrently. So he was out in 3 years, but from there he was, telling people he was going to kill me and stuff like that. I think he was going to kill me that night. Um, and the thing is, this guy's even like crazier when he's sober, like when he's not on anything. But he gets out, and I was scared for years, even when I knew he was in prison. And so it is like disturbing to me that anybody would want to put my daughter in danger like that, because now he's back in Indiana, and I do think he's actually in jail. I can't believe he's not in prison for the rest of his life, because after you guys see the rest of the stuff I'm going to show you, it might not be in any order, but it didn't, it just, it just got worse and worse and worse. Let's see here. He's definitely like a violent criminal. Let's see, what's this one? Is this what I want to show? Okay. So in 2011, so this would have been probably right out. Oh, shoot. Oops. I don't know what just happened. Once again, something just happened once again. Don't tell me it like disappeared from the folder again, because I'm guessing it just did. Why is it doing that? That's odd. Is it this one? I don't want to just open things without knowing what it is. It probably is this, but Scrumancia, I don't cook bacon and eggs. I know. Well, Mama, too, it gets worse. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, this is not something to joke about, like, when it comes to my daughter. And no, and I'm not being like, I'm not exaggerating anything, and I think once you guys see all this stuff, you're going to be like, oh my God. Like, I've never seen somebody with this much stuff and actually be walking out on the streets. And this isn't even like, this isn't even this is not all of it. I don't understand how he is even out, or has even got out or not. I don't know. I don't think he's out now. I do think he's in jail, but I think that um last I checked, though, he was going to be, I thought he was getting out in like in a month or so. But he'll be right back in, because I'm sure he's going to be on to some type of parole or probation. And I guess he's just so institutionalized by now that he he's so right after he got out of prison for those charges, this probably was the what is the next charge, I'm guessing. Another domestic battery. But mine, I was pregnant, so it raised the charge. Is it not on the screen again? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't understand why I don't see it on my phone, though. Oh, no wonder. Oh, yeah, I will be. Trust me. If and I'm not this is not a threat or anything like that. I'm just saying if he is contacted, um, I will definitely be calling police. That's just like way too far. Um, so this is child's play for him right here. Domestic battery, interference with reporting a crime, and theft. So he gets out and he basically commits battery on another woman right away. So he obviously is not going to change. Okay. Here's a real doozy. This one is a real doozy. This is who they think it's a great idea to get a hold of. Somebody who doesn't even know me. Or, I mean, there's nothing. He's never met my family. He's never, nothing. So here again, look at, I mean, oh my gosh, why does it keep doing that? Why is it doing that? I don't understand. Oh, looks like I'll send those back or send those to my, must be because it's in my Dropbox. I need a DC Diet Coke. For those who don't know what that means. After I pull this up on the screen, I'm going to go grab a Diet Coke if you guys don't mind. You guys just read it. Well, I guess because my throat is dry. I can't. So here's another one. I don't know what date this is. I forgot to grab the date on it. But still, it was after. So look at what a winner this guy is, one of the highlights of my life. Like, which I find hilarious, though, that somebody would even, put make this like somehow have this like reflect on me, because first of all, I'm not with this person and haven't even seen him for over 15 years. Or no, it has been, okay. No, it's been about 15. It wouldn't be over 15 because Caitlin's 14. So over 14 years. And I knew him for only, I don't know, 6 months. I'm not still with him. I'm not 41 years old and with somebody in and out of prison. We're talking when I was 25 years old, 26 years older. How does that reflect on me at all? It was a stupid mistake at the time, but like I said, I hate to even like call it a mistake, because I had my daughter and I will tell you, he has gorgeous kids. All his kids are, with all his baby mamas, are beautiful. So I don't regret it, but yeah, it would have been best if it was with a guy like a decent person, not like the worst, almost worst human being in the freaking world. But I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick, okay? Sorry. Okay. Sorry, guys. Thank you, guys. And this is just to hopefully, like, this is just to ask for sympathy for my daughter because it really is. I'm you guys, I'm not joking. This guy is like bad news bear, like big time, times a million. Probably the most dangerous person I've ever like ran across in my, personal life. So, I mean, what point would it be to contact somebody that it's embarrassing to say that I barely really knew, haven't, and it's been over, about almost 15 years, who's never met anybody in my family. I've never met anybody in their family besides their brother just because their brother was living down in Florida also at the time. But now they got to realize that this person is also from Indiana and really only like less than a couple hours away from me. And he really has nothing to lose. I mean, he's kind of at this point just been institutionalized and almost seeming like he's like keeps trying to go back to jail or something. Um, but it says I marked out any identifying info here. It says the county sheriff deputies arrested a man Thursday on 7 charges in connection with a February 9th carjacking and robbery of a woman. Wow. Hmm. So I guess I just find it crazy that somebody would actually try to be getting a hold of this guy and trying to put like, they're actually trying to put my actual life in danger. It's not that I don't know what they think they're going to Contact somebody who's actually known me. So then it says he faces charges of a Class A felony. Class A, most, the highest felony available, highest felony there is. So Class A felony, kidnapping. Class B felony, armed robbery. Wow. A Class B felony, carjacking. And a Class D felony, criminal recklessness. Criminal confinement. Oh, that sounds familiar. Auto theft and theft. Wow. So I feel like I find it as a threat, in my personal opinion, for somebody to be saying that they're going to be contacting this guy. I don't understand what for, but to me, when the person's threatening that they know my address and stuff, what are they trying to do? Like have something happen to me? I feel like that's a threat and also a crime, really. Yeah, I am going to have to file with the court again. That's just all I'm going to do. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm going to have to, like, it's just ridiculous. I try to give somebody a chance to, you know what I mean? And I don't get it. I really don't. And then I had one more thing I was going to show you, but you know, no, and this is, I don't know how he has all these and is not in prison for the rest of his life. It doesn't even make sense. Look, I mean, these are separate incidences. Here's another one that's like extremely bad too. How does he have all these? Possession of needles or syringes, which I never knew him to do that when I knew him, but of course that's been a while. But this is 2013. Then they gave him 2 charges of residential entry. But the biggest one charge here, robbery, armed or bodily injury. Really? And I just showed where he had another robbery, an armed robbery or armed burglar, or what was that? It was armed robbery. How is this guy not have the 3 strike thing? Seriously, it doesn't even make sense. He's had 2 criminal confinements, several thefts, a carjacking, 2 armed robberies, 2 kidnappings. Well, maybe even more than 2 kidnappings. It doesn't make sense why he's not in prison for the rest of his life. Here it shows 13 years he got. However, projected release date, they released him. Okay, it looks like these are different. Oh, no, these are all the same date. Or no, they're not. This one up top is like more recent. Date of sentence, March 21st or March 23rd of 2021. He got out September of 2021. He went right back. 13 years, they must have gave him 2 for 1 there. I don't get it. How many chances are they gonna give this freaking guy? Everybody's tried to report her, and that's the thing, like, I've I reported her, or I've YouTube is looking into it. I was keeping it quiet, but they've been looking into it. But I sent it into them like the protective order 2 months ago, and I guess it's just a process. You have to sit into their legal team, and I'm sure once they kind of compare it to what's going on their channel, I just have to keep like reporting the videos, and I really just would wish somebody would just move on, you know what I mean? Actually, not move on to somebody else. I don't want them doing it to somebody else either. Report them where though, Gingerbread? What do you mean don't scare her with this? I'm not trying to scare anybody. How'd they find out his name even? Well, when she doxed him the last time, the first time she did it, and then cried that I doxed her. Like, do you not remember that you doxed me first? But anyways, she was doxing me in my background, and pulled up my charges and somehow found a protective order that I had a long time ago when those charges were first filed. It was an automatic thing that the Florida judge did, and she found his name that way. And then she, I guess, just suddenly thought we had this long relationship. No, I'm sorry. Like, I don't stay with, well, I don't stay with losers like that. That was 15 years ago. I was like a kid. I mean, I know I was mid 20s, but like in comparison, it was not something I stuck around for. And, I don't know if that's, it's like definitely not something I would be around at this time in my life. And I definitely don't want anything to do with them. But what? Like, how do I do it though? Really? I guess I would have to. I'm gonna have to get a lawyer, I guess. But actually, what I need to do is get a hold of an advocate, because I'm just not gonna be able to afford a lawyer. I could get a hold of I did write down some numbers for some advocates, which I could call Monday. Because it's really ridiculous. Like, I don't know. It's really actually scary to me when somebody's willing to risk their like freedom just to try to harm somebody else like that you've never met. I don't get it. I really don't. I know. I don't know what legal aid is. I even tried to use that online thing, Marlena, and they never got back to me. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I don't have a it's fine. I don't have a plan. It has gone way too far. You guys, we're talking like over 5 months. And I don't understand why what I think is sickening and just so messed up is that like people like Tiffany Marie and stuff are supporting, that person just because she doesn't like me, you know? See, like when I don't like somebody, I don't suddenly like lose my morals and just like I don't know. I guess I'm not a vindictive person though, and I understand all of us are different, but I don't know how to get a hold of legal aid or anything. What do you mean a restraining order? That's the whole issue here. What do you mean? Restraining order against who? Him? Yes, she does, wine time. She really does, actually. She does. She asks people to report me. She tells people that um, she shows people how to do various things. It doesn't matter really. I'm not going to argue it because I it doesn't matter. When you're dealing with somebody who can't even see that they've threatened you by saying that they know where you live or I mean, they don't see their own actions. It's just pointless to try to rationalize, or talk sense into. I mean, we're talking about somebody who says that the last thing they think about before they go to sleep at night is me. It's so freaking creepy. It's unreal. Yeah, I'm worried too, and I'm serious. It'd be one thing if she was across the freaking country. No, he isn't the one making threats currently, but what one time? Yeah, she does actually. She's not very smart wine time. We're talking about somebody, I don't know. Never mind. People sent me some clips. I don't watch them. It's too disturbing. Like it really is. It's like out of sight, out of mind. But occasionally I hear this stuff, and I have her. I don't know which one it was, though. I mean, I don't see how anybody thinks this is normal. I really don't. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just, I mean, it's so freaking weird. I'm not saying it to be mean. It's just, I don't get it. I never even did anything to her to even for it to, and I've seen people ask her, like, what has she done to you? And she like lies and says that I doxed her boyfriend. Okay, but do you doxed me first and you went after me for like 2 weeks before I even did anything. And that's one time. You guys, they keep going back to this one time, this one thing, when there's been constant everyday things, It's just a money grab. I mean, I know people who have, like, why didn't they go to court is what I want to know. And then now taking in money, like talking about grifting and scammer, taking in money for a lawyer when they didn't even go to the lawyer in the first, or go to the court order, or the date court order. Oh my gosh, court date in the first place. But like, where's this lawyer? Why haven't I been back to court yet? I mean, people offered to get her a lawyer, and she still can continue to collect money. Well, and that's what what about me? Like, bringing up somebody that I knew for like 6 months, 15 years ago, that is no reflection of me today. But when you're currently with a criminal who just got out of prison, that is a reflection. My life is so different than what it was like 15 years ago, even 10 years ago. Right, Pollyanna? Yeah, I was Doc's first mama of five. I was actually, and my protective order that I had against that guy that she brought out showed yesterday. She showed all that she like brought out a protective order that I had and put out his name out there knowing people would try to get a hold of him. And I had a protective order against him. When you would look up the charges of what was against him, they were very serious charges. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, kidnapping while armed. Does that tell you to like get a hold of this person? Like, I have a child. I'm a single parent. I'm not trying to be like them and lose all my kids. I have one child. I have one chance to get it right. I'm not talk. It's not even. I don't even talk shit. I just want to stop. It's pointless to go back and forth. It's pointless to talk shit. I just am now like to the point like, please, like, please leave me alone. Please, like, move on to something more productive. I'm not telling her to. I'm asking her to, please. I hate getting people in trouble and stuff too. Like, I really do. I don't want to get her in trouble, but I just like feel like I've always been like that though my whole life. Always give people chance after chance after chance after chance. It's always at my detriment. But the thing is, like, I have a daughter to protect, and we're not talking about somebody who's across the country. We're talking about somebody who's an hour and 15 minutes away from me. I don't think so either, Gingerbread. I've never seen it to this extreme. Even what Lana and what's the channel? What's the channel? You guys know. Yeah, many of them I don't even know. Like, I don't know some of those people. Like, they were never they just like the drama and they wanna hate. Yeah, Vanessa. I'm afraid to look at this. I'm not gonna look at that. That's gonna piss me off right now. I'll wait. Give me a second to breathe. Yeah, with Vanessa and, her situation with Lana, I mean, it's nowhere near this extent, and they have a permanent order, but Lana keeps doing what she's doing too, and the judge even said that YouTube's videos are communication, and that's what people don't get. Like, my order says you cannot communicate, and when you're talking into a camera and addressing me, that's communication in hopes that it gets back to me. If you're doing something to until you want me or until I'm off YouTube, then that means you're trying to do things to cause that to happen. In no way should your behavior be affecting me in any way. Yeah. We're not talking about like a review channel or commentary channel. That's ridiculous. That's not what this is. And this is actually, according to YouTube, against TOS because they don't allow channels that just focus on one person. That is actually against terms of service. They call it like a hate campaign, or I forget how they worded it, but it's against TOS. The thing is, it's just getting YouTube to pay attention. Every week I'm sent a generic email like they're looking into it. And occasionally I'll be like, you guys really looking into this or what's going on? What do you mean, Lisa? What could you possibly do to you except talk? What do you mean? Hey, Lemon Drop. I know. Well, they're doing it on purpose, J. Marie. And I mean, it's a good thing I am in this mindset I am because I mean, I went through like a really bad depression there for a while, but it really made me stronger. So, yeah, and then did you guys see that whole somebody sent me a link of that hypocritical channel and all the I mean, it was just like a couple 2-minute videos and they weren't even any type of bullying at all. It was nothing like, what that channel does at all. And I mean, and the people that hang out and her chat were just going nuts. Like they acted like it was so ridiculous, and I couldn't believe it. You will get your ass kicked. Oh, did they say that, Selena? I don't know. I don't care. You can drop the link to whoever you want. Thank you, Pollyanna. I appreciate that. That's probably the best thing you could do is to pray for them and that they find happiness and fulfillment they're lacking in their own lives. While I say don't need to tear others down in order to be happy and to succeed. Yeah, because guys, you know where this started? I mean, it seriously started over nothing. Literally nothing. When I said I thought it started with not picking her up to go to Tennessee, that was just an assumption. Wasn't saying that that was what it was. I thought maybe that's when it kind of started, but when it really what I did that caused all this, and I'm not even joking. It is so freaking minor and nothing. Um, she had been on me like about the dog and how my landlord doesn't, like freaking out, like, oh my God, your landlord, what are you going to do? Like, she was freaking out, like, worse. I mean, why would somebody else be freaking out like that? You know what I mean? If I'm not freaking out, then why are they? And so I just had to tell her to chill a little bit, like, calm down. It's okay. I'm fine. It's fine. Um, and she had always kind of been like that, very opinionated about, Molly, not especially Molly Golightly, not thinking that trying to tell me who I should hang out or who I should talk to and stuff. And it was really a lot. The only reason why she even had my number in the first place is because she asked me to please contact her because she wanted to um she had something to talk to me about the Griff situation. I wish I never freaking contacted her ever, you know. But I bet she's glad that that I did because now she's making money off of me and acting like it's like she's doing some honorable cause. It's like, no, why don't you, go do volunteer work for the homeless or, something productive. But she kept sending those texts about like freaking out about the dog and stuff, and it was just really stressing me out because I had a lot of people that were, a lot of people that are already giving me a hard time that were definitely just trying to be assholes. So I go live and I'm on Tabby's panel, I think it was. And we started talking a little bit about Tennessee. I don't know what exactly we were talking about. But anyways, all of a sudden I get a text while I'm on the live with Tabby, and it's from her, and it is a screenshot of a live that was made by, or no, it was a post, a screenshot of a post of somebody sharing a video that was like talking shit about me. And at that time, I'm like, I thought I had already said millions of times because of everything going on, like, please don't send me any like negative stuff at the moment. Occasionally I'll get like that and I'll just be like, ask people, sometimes I might get sent it and I just don't watch it, or I'll try not to look until, or I'll try not to look and I'll just put it in a folder and save it just in case. But yeah, there is times where I've, asked everybody to please not send me any any things people are saying and stuff. And that was one of those times. It was right after Tennessee. And, she sent me this, I don't know what the purpose of that was. It was just to show me that somebody made a hate video about me or a negative video about me. Why? What good is it for me to know about that? I don't get that. Just a screenshot of this hate video with me holding up a puppy or holding up Athena. It's not really necessary that I know about that, especially while I'm live. And because you guys know how I react. And it would just seem to me, after all the talking about the puppy all day from her, it just seemed to me another dig after I just told her to chill out, And I just said, and this is exactly what upset her, and I'm not even joking. This is what turned her from big time supporter to extra big time hater. All I said was, to the person who just texted me, could you please stop sending me negative things people are saying about me? I've said this a million times. Oh my God. That was the end of it. She just freaking thought I didn't even say her name. I didn't refer to her. Nobody would have known who she was. And oh my God, she went freaking manic. And it was not even the next day that she had a video, her first video, on the 17th of January. And it was almost every day since. And she's just been on this warpath. And there was nothing done that was worth, the punishment is not worth the crime. You know what I mean? It doesn't equal, it doesn't make sense. I ignored it for a while, a couple weeks, because I had a feeling that by the way that she kept going on and on and on about something so minor, that she was trying to build a channel, because she already had a channel that wasn't going anywhere and hadn't been going anywhere for a while at all, ever. And I even monetized. So, I knew she was trying to be monetized. So I tried to ignore her, but it just didn't ever stop. And the day that she, doxed my record and who might dox me, and also doxed the father of my daughter, his name and the protective order and all that. I was just, that's when I finally, I did that video with Tabby that they always refer to and act like, it's the biggest crime ever. But, so you're in Indiana now. Some people like Pollyanna, some like attention, whether it's good or bad. It's crazy. I've definitely seen that. Lyric says, "Hey, boo boo." That's funny that you remember his name. They said, "Hey, boo boos. Hey, boo boo." They know you're always going to be right. Cheer with me. Stinky. Yeah, and I did apologize to her and in chat or in text. Oh, it's been way worse than that, Lisa. It's not just talk, unfortunately, at all. It's been way worse than that. I wish, because talking, Yeah, even though I went through the depression or that little bit of depression, or well, it was more than a little bit of depression in February and early March. Um, at this point, I could get through that. But the thing is, like, I mean, did you not hear? I mean, earlier I was describing it. That's why I was showing all that stuff, what they were doing. That's dangerous. That's beyond talking, though. It's not just talking. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not that petty. I mean, trying to get a hold of like a guy, trying to get a hold of my daughter's dad, who she's never met, who I haven't seen in 15 years and never met his family, never vice versa. Had a he went to prison, was facing 70 years in jail for what he did, or prison for what he did to me. And now, and it has since then has had several other violent crimes, including armed robbery and carjackings. And yeah, yeah, that's not just talking. That's actual like threat. That is threatening me when you sit there and say it on YouTube to try to scare me. And I have a daughter I have to take care of by myself. So that's why it's goes beyond the talking. And not only that, there's way more. I mean, I usually try not to talk about this too much, but this was really serious about the saying they're going to get a hold of him when he doesn't even know me. I mean, I know it's like kind of embarrassing to say, but it's true. Yeah, I hardly knew my daughter's dad, but that's, it's okay. I mean, I didn't put him on the birth certificate. Um, and she's, completely happy and doesn't seem to complain, but also there's been attempts to like, showing people how to report me, to try to report my call Indiana licensing board because for my certificates, to try to cause issues there. And yeah, it's a lot. It's so much more than, I wish it was just words. I could handle words. Why do you think I made this channel say Krama? Because I thought that's what freaking Krama was. I thought it was just words. I didn't know that people go to this extent. Because I can't ever imagine feeling that strongly about somebody that I've never met when they haven't even done anything to me. There's nothing I've done. The one horrible thing I did was that doxing, which was after them doxing me. Besides that, like, I try to, forget about it. Yeah, no, I wouldn't, Lyric. Not even like, well, and are you, Nana? I think I remember you telling me that, were you the one that was gonna go to ride with me to Illinois that one time? And Marlena, too, the thing is about that also is that they were like a huge like supporter up until they were all about covering the Summer Wells case. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden they hate me. which I don't understand how you can hate anybody really, but especially somebody you don't know. It doesn't that just sounds really scary for somebody to hate somebody they don't know. That just seems I don't know. No, I never want to get in touch with Tiffany's ex. And we're not talking about abusive ex. We're talking hers was a drug dealer. Love and Peace is completely different. This is somebody who has like freaking armed robbery and battery on a pregnant woman and aggravated assault, deadly weapon. I never said anything about getting in touch with him. I would never randomly get in touch with. No, that's not what I said. So nice try though. You might want to go back and re-listen. I said, even I'll be nice and repeat it for you, but feel free to go check. I'm sure you never even watched it. I'm sure you're just going off what somebody said, but I actually said TM's biggest worry on YouTube was her ex being doxxed because of him being a drug dealer. Not the one, she never mentioned anything to me about him being abusive. Besides, I didn't try to get a hold of him. That's not what I said. I didn't say get a hold of him. Oh, thank you, Nana. Okay, well, go for it. Let's hear it. Put up a link, go put up a video and email me the link and I'll play it. We're talking about a drug dealer though, Love and Peace. Even if I said get a hold of him, that's so different. Did you see the charges? Like this is so different than what you're mentioning. So nice try. So I'm guessing you're making excuses for something like that, or for somebody to put my daughter in danger like that. And you're making excuses because I once said that TM's worst fear on YouTube was that she didn't want anybody to find out who her ex was because he's a bad person and a drug dealer. That's so different than what you're saying. I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense. And if you want to have it clipped, if you have it clipped, then please like put it up and then send me the link. I guarantee you probably won't. Because I never would say like, first of all, I know I never said that anything about him being abusive or anything like that, because that's not what she told me. I just know what she told me. And she said that he was a drug dealer. And from what I'm told, there was 2 exes, but I don't know. And who cares though, really? She didn't want people to find out who her ex was. That was it. It had nothing to do about really getting a hold of him. So how does that compare to this? Like, this is what's done to me when I was 4.5 months pregnant. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, kidnapping while armed, aggravated battery while pregnant upon female, and false imprisonment. See, I keep saying I keep getting false imprisonment and criminal confinement. Like, seems like the same thing. False imprisonment, criminal confinement. Aren't they the same thing? That's true, Ethereal. Mine never. I don't know. You're going to have to. Because Love and Peace is obviously somebody we know. Let's see the clip. Just post it, and I don't mind posting the link. I seriously do not mind somebody like debating with me, but I don't. As long as they have like the proof to back it up, besides just their words, because you're making something that's like what AB was doing, trying to make it into something it wasn't. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It didn't have anything to do with an abusive ex with her. I had nothing. I had heard she had an abusive ex, but that one she was telling me was a drug dealer. She didn't say anything to me. And I guess I could find the clip and find in our phone calls. I'll have to freaking search where she mentioned it. Then you can hear for yourself. She didn't say anything to me about him being abusive. He was a drug dealer. And she didn't want people to know of him because he's a bad guy. Yes, I see you, of course, Ethereal. Okay, well, let's see it. Okay, where's the honesty? Please, I'm asking you to please send it to me, Love and Peace. No, it's okay. Like if I just want the Love and Peace to send it to me though, because they know it's not true. They know I did not say anything about getting a hold of an abusive ex. That is not anything I would ever say. I actually said, you're telling me, Love and Peace, that I said that I was going to get a hold of. I said I was actually going to get a hold of. I said that. You're saying I said that? And I said he was abusive? Or did I mention that he's a drug dealer? Because make sure you I don't mind people talking shit about things that actually happen, but adding a few things in to make it worse, like adding in that he was abusive, or that I knew, if he was abusive, she didn't tell me anything about him being abusive. And from what I understand, it's a completely different ex. But they wanted to make it seem like I was talking about her abusive ex so that it would make me look like I was trying to cause harm to her by just saying I was going to. Their issue was they're saying I was going to dox her abusive ex. The thing is, I was talking about a completely other ex, or if it's the same person. She never mentioned anything like that to me. It's okay, Lisa. It's been going on for 5 months every day. It's not, I promise you, it's not. I wish it was petty. I wish it was not to this extent, really. Oh my God. Are you serious? Oh my God. Now Lips is saying I made people call CPS on her. Oh my God, this girl is so delusional. Oh, look, a threat. Thank you for putting that in writing, Lips. I'll make sure to save that. What an idiot. You're about as smart as the other one. Wow. How did I endanger your children? You're just trying to, here, let me show you this. How the hell does that have anything to do with me? I swear, like, YouTube is like full of people who really have some issues. Not that I don't have issues too. I'm not saying that, but I mean, come on though. What do they mean? I told people what did this is oh my god, dude. How does this have anything to do with me? I don't even know that guy. I just saw his somebody sent me his link today for the first time. Here, and I'll show you. I'm sending it to myself, guys. Sorry. You guys are probably like, what are you talking about? I shouldn't even I shouldn't even show this because I'm sure she's trying to build a channel too off of me, off of hate. And it's sickening. But since I already mentioned it, now do I now have to make a lips folder? Anytime I make a folder for you, you know that's not good. That means I start saving things. This is her like making people. This is crazy. These people like make up things. I thought I just opened. Oh. Let's hope it doesn't freaking like close like it. This is a threat, Lips. This was not very smart. Are you Ziggy? You're sick and disgusting. You deserve everything that is about to come your way. Really? What is that, Lips? Would you like to tell me? You have no respect for anyone. You expect people to feel bad for you for the life you chose to live. What's that? What life do I choose to live? I choose to live a life of honesty and decency and have morals. No one else brought dangerous losers into your life. It's not for YouTube. What? It's not for YouTube, Ziggy? What dangerous? Are you talking about you as a dangerous loser? Are you calling yourself a dangerous loser? Because think about what you did yesterday. You made people call CPS services on me. You're straight up trash kid. Oh my God, dude. She said I made people call child support. Are you serious? How did I? Are you serious? Are you talking about your freaking frantic, crazy ass phone call? That's your behavior. Once again, you're not taking. This is like her when she was blaming me because she got doxxed. It wasn't even a dox. Somebody made an account in her name. Big deal. Her name's like super common. Nobody would have noticed if she didn't point it out. And she started blaming me and telling me, like, yelling at me and saying that she was going to do all this like horrible shit to me unless I told her who the lady was that she just randomly called. But yet it was my fault because I would not tell her who that lady is when when Lips was the one that called her randomly. Do we need a reminder, Lips, of your crazy phone call? I made CPS people call CPS on you. If you didn't do the behavior, then it would have never been done to begin with. How did I endanger your children? Why is it okay for you to endanger my children? How did I endanger your children? Did I get a hold of your abusive ex and tell him where you live? How did I endanger your children? Please tell me. Are you talking about CPS showing up there? She cannot be serious. How does that make any sense? Karma is fun to play with. Well, Lips needs to be reported to CPS or the proper authorities because that was horrible. How is that anything to do with me, Lips? That's not me. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, how old are you? Because I played the phone call when she said that when she was acting like a freaking maniac because nobody would believe me unless I played it. That is true, Jim P. But no, Lips, I didn't make anybody call. I put a gun to somebody's head and made them call CPS. I didn't even suggest CPS, Lips. And you putting out into the atmosphere like this just gives other people ideas. That's like, you should never, you shouldn't never put stuff out there like that. Seriously. I have no respect for anybody. I don't understand. I didn't do anything to you, Lips. You're the one that went manic on me, and you're not acting normal. You over exaggerated something that was not even that big a deal and had nothing to do with me, and you blamed it on me just because I happened to be the one that you were on the phone with. I'm sorry, you're not acting very stable. Oh, that's really a nice message, Ethereal. Real recognizes real. It's true. You know what, too, like, um, and I got a little loud too, Tracy, but like, I couldn't, like, after the constant yelling of her, like, I felt like I had to yell so she could hear me. You know how that goes. But yeah, I was yelling too. But then I hear the baby crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, the baby's crying. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, she needs to calm down. She's scared. I don't understand how that is my fault that she was yelling. And also, if it was anything I was doing, she could have hung up the call. See, I just don't think that way. I don't think like automatically when that'd be different, Lips, if I was telling people to call, like some people have. Uh, no. Bob is not cool with Cher at all. Smoking pot, yeah, and also having what was she doing? Her son was she was her how old was he? Like he was probably first of all, he was on camera, which was you sh- and he anyways, I guess that's her choice. But anyways, her son was on camera pretty young. I don't know. He's how old were you guys guess? The baby crying prompted us to someone to call 911. I don't think they called 911, but she's saying like because we were talking about a situation that is so completely like way worse than what she's even talking about. Somebody threatening to call CPS. Okay, we all get CPS threatened on us all the time. Lips, stop acting like you're the only one. This doesn't say that he did call CPS. It says needs to be reported. Didn't mean he did. And I never said something like that. I would never say something like that. And you're just trying to put out there something that is not true to get people upset. But no, what she's doing, Smokey, is blaming me because of this post or this comment. That's my fault because I played a call of her and me when she had just stated that she had recorded our phone calls and so I was like, okay, well, let's listen to one of them and see what people think. And she was acting like a raging maniac, and we were both getting kind of loud. And then I hear the baby, and I was like, I tried to calm down. I'm like, you need to calm down. Your baby's like, you're upsetting your baby. It was sad. So now it's my fault because people are talking about, I guess, this comment down here, which I didn't tell people to call. I would never tell people to do that. That would not be something that I don't instruct people to do stuff. I don't instruct people to subscribe. I don't instruct people to super chat. I don't instruct people to um, do any. I don't even ask them really. I mean, occasionally I'll ask like people to subscribe to somebody else's channel who's trying to get monetized or something. But yeah, I wouldn't do that. Sorry, but nice try. What she is really pissed about was the fact that Ziggy had the call recorded and Lips and Cher were trying to set Ziggy up, but it didn't work because Ziggy recorded the call. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but it was crazy because it was funny how that worked out because all of a sudden, when she thought I didn't have any call recorded because um well, the first one I showed that I deleted it, and the second one I did turn off the recording like I told her, like where the off thing, but I had never done that before to know any differently. I figured I turned it off, it wouldn't record anymore. But I didn't delete what had already recorded. Well, when I went back into the recordings, because I was like, okay, I could at least play the little bit that I did have recorded. I noticed that the whole thing was recorded. So I guess if you don't turn it off until after the call has started, it records the whole thing. Um, So I kind of got lucky there. And I would have never played it because when I give somebody my word, that's what I try to stick to, but I would have never played it had she not like started threatening me and saying that, making up lies and saying that, she had our calls recorded and acted like I was talking shit about people. So and I keep asking her to play it, but, you know, so, but this is a little bit, I think, Lips, I think you're a little bit, what's the word? Entitled? Is it entitled or selfish? I think selfish. We're sitting here talking about somebody who's um, a carjacked, robbery while armed, and you're talking about something about somebody saying that they should call CPS. I mean, way to turn that back around on you for trying to get sympathy. Like, come on. Maybe good question, Susan. Let me see. I'm glad you asked because my memory is so bad. And it's not like I'm trying to yeah, it's on. Everybody knows my calls are recorded. It's not a secret. And this is started, it was something. I'm reading a text. Jam, I have your text open. On a fucking way to get the babies, period. I'm not leaving kids with that person. Like, if this happened in my life, say if I was on the other end of that call with one of my sister-in-laws, yeah, because she wasn't, I would be right. Because she wasn't, that's why I was trying to calm her down. And a lot of people were saying, like, oh, I would have hung up. I would have, a long time ago. Well, she had to scream. First of all, like I said, like, I never knew her to be like that before, to me. Now, I heard others say that, and I had many people not too happy that I was modding her. But she had never done something like that to me, and I had never really witnessed anything like that. I had seen that whole doll thing. I did see that clip. I did think it was a little inappropriate because that kid was probably, I don't know. How old was he? 8? Something? It was weird. Very inappropriate, but I always notice Lips to be very sensitive and really understanding. I thought, but I don't know what's going on lately. She's definitely not understanding right now. She's taking out everything that's happening to her on me, and it just does not make sense. I'm sorry that she thinks I should tell her who the lady is who she called randomly because Cher gave her the number, and now she's doxxed or somebody. It's not even doxxed. They made an account with her name. Big whoop-de-doo. And her name's so common that nobody would have known or paid attention, but she pointed it out. Just like how she had to make a post about CPS and point out that somebody was threatening to call CPS, which happens every freaking day here in this community, several times a day. People are threatening to call CPS. I mean, yeah, it's not cool at all, but Worrying about it and freaking out about it is not going to change anything. Just try to do better moving forward. No, you don't have a folder of cracking houses. She said you made that account. Which account, Mama Two? Which account? I made that account. Like, I know I'm confused. What account? What? So kids, CPS. She was freaking out because when somebody made an account in her name, when somebody made an account in her name, so, she was freaking out because, and she was crying, but I could have sworn she had used her name like, I could have sworn she used to go under her real name when I very first, or maybe she emailed me from her real name or something. It was definitely out there. She didn't go try to hide it, you know? So when she was freaking out that an account was made and commented on Cher's video as her real name, I mean, she just was about having an anxiety attack. And I was like, what is going on? You know? And we're talking first and last name that thousands of people probably have in the United States. And she's like, really? Really? I mean, she was just, it was unreal. She's like, Google my name and you'll see what's wrong. I'm like, okay. So I Google it and I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. And then she tells me, well, to type in Donnie and then her name or something. I don't know. I'm like, well, how are people going to know to type that? I'm like, they're going to have more information than your name because that's not going to tell them enough to tell them which one or which, person you are of this name. They need to know like a state. They need to know even more than a state because of how common the name is. But she was just freaking out. And so during my live yesterday, I pulled up her record and yeah, she had some really bad charges, but I didn't see anything for the last 15 years. She said that she said she could prove you admitted to making an account in her name and she never showed proof. Oh my God. Are you serious? That is so crazy. See, when like the way she's thinking is just irrational. She just wanted to be mad at me so bad that I tried my hardest to help her. Like that's why I talked to her as long as I did. Because she was just seriously mad for like no reason at all, especially at me. She had no reason to be mad at me. And I just was trying to explain things to her. And when she kept going on and on and on and telling me like how crappy it was that somebody made a account in her name. I'm like, okay, like, but I was like, but I have accounts made in my name all the time, and I understand that doesn't make anything better for you. And she's like, well, you don't have four kids, you just have one. Okay. Really? That's your argument? But no, it just didn't make sense what she was putting out there and trying to say. I was so confused. That's why I kept trying with her. Over and over, I kept trying with her because I'm just like thinking any second now she's going to snap out of it and see. I mean, it just never subsided. I just had to hang up and be like, I have to go live. I mean, I was an hour late to my live because I was trying to help her. Like, if I was screwing her over, I wouldn't have sat there and spent all that time trying to, you know, trying to calm her down because that was very stressful. And it was making me mad and frustrated. And it would make me get louder because it didn't make sense. I seriously, I don't know. Yes, she did say, that that she has 4 kids and I only have 1. So I guess that makes her life more important, I guess. I don't know. I suppose. I guess if you have 4, but still, it's still an odd thing to say. No, that's not a contest. Well, the thing is, when you become a creator, when you start doing videos and stuff, people like, even if you don't have a record or anything like that, that you would be really embarrassed of, they try to like, people try to like, ruin your job or ruin your certifications, call CPS. So that's why a lot of people don't use their name. But the thing is, like, I kept trying to calm her down and she would just get even more mad when I would say, but her name was, she wanted me to like, she wanted me to, I don't know what she wanted me to do. I just couldn't, I guess she wanted me to understand. I can't like fake. I can't lie like that. Like if I think that somebody's acting like completely irrational, I was trying to tell her nicely, but because I don't know, like I said, I don't know what else she had going on. Maybe her and her husband are going through a divorce, or maybe she's going through postpartum depression. Maybe, a bunch of things. So I thought maybe I could help calm her down because I'm usually pretty good at that. Because I'm a very understanding person and non-judgmental person. It was the most insane phone call I've ever heard, like for real. Yeah, I would say so, Winnie B. That's a good I like that. I like that, quote or whatever you just said. It really is true that comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Why That's why I had to, stop going on Facebook so much. Yeah, lip block. I was just trying to I don't know. I can't imagine anybody being able to have calmed her down because I'm usually really good about calming people or able to calm people down. And people usually are able to talk to me because, first of all, I've, you know, been there and done that. I'm not haven't led the most innocent life, but I've also made a lot of positive changes in my life and changed my life around, especially over the last 10 years. But the good thing is I've lived in a spot, a place before where like mentally and even physically in every single way that I can relate with people um because yeah, I've dealt with, been through a lot of stuff like I mean like just like anybody else I suppose, but um I guess it just my personality, people often are able to talk with me and not feel like so judged, I guess. Hey, Juicy Jules. Hey, Willow's World. Beautiful night on Tennessee River. Yeah, so much for an hour live, right? Here I am 3 hours and 20 minutes later. Right, RJ? Kind of sucks being an empath. It does. You know how many times, like, in my life that I had wished I was like, sorry, I keep saying when I get tired, I say like even more. And I annoy myself. I tried, I don't know if it's a bad thing. I really tried to make it, I really tried to make my daughter a stronger person than I was or than I am. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a bad thing. And what I mean by stronger, I guess stronger is not exactly the right word, but I tried to make her so she wasn't so sensitive because it was really being so sensitive and so worried about the opinions and feelings of others has really been a setback in my life. I always had trouble telling people no, and I'm still like that, but not nearly as bad as I used to be. But I just don't want her I wanted her to be much more opinionated and strong-minded because I'm not really an opinionated person. My opinion can change, but I guess that's good in that I'm able to be more neutral than most. So I would be like a good like I don't know, be I would be good for like a jury or something like that. Because I can try to look at all sides of a situation. But I think it is a Pisces thing for sure, for real. It's kind of like the being a chameleon too. But my opinion can always change. I usually am not super stuck. Now, sometimes like I get that way. Like I am so it's hard for me to, and this is just an example, like on those documents by Ziggy posted. I'm just I just feel super confident. It would be really, really hard to change my opinion that those were legitimate documents. Now, can I say whether the FBI really went and visited her for sure? For sure, no, because I wasn't there. But I feel like I could say for pretty sure that those documents were fake. And if she did have the FBI visit her at any point, which I don't, it's so hard for me to believe it, guys. I cannot understand why, but then it was a really bad idea for her to forge. Yeah, I just don't believe that the documents are correct. I mean, that's the only thing there. But usually, in general, I can change my mind about things. And sometimes it can be a bad thing. Because I'm one of those people that's just so like, do not, if you ask my opinion on certain things, a lot of times I'm not gonna have like really an opinion. Yeah, or they're using very outdated forms, I guess. I suppose that could be possible too. You can provide emotional support for others. You know when someone is in need of help, and you can tell someone it will be good for you. You may feel emotionally drained. You might find it hard to find time for yourself. Your ability to read others may feel invasive to some. Yes, that's so true. It's so true. All these are definitely true. Now, I don't know about the second one. You find time at hard times. You might find a hard time to. You might find it hard to find time for yourself. Um, I don't. That one's not so much, but I mean, occasion it matters. It's I guess like when I've been in relationships, yeah, because I like being alone so much. But I do feel emotionally drained a lot, and I definitely feel like but my ability to read others can be evasive sometimes, and that's kind of like or invasive. It really bugged my that really bugged my ex. It really, really bugged him. You love being alone? Were you ever a hey Sumari? Were you ever a very, very outgoing person? Lip lock? Because I feel like it's crazy. And I guess it's like the Pisces thing all over again. Like somebody mentioned earlier, saying that it's a Pisces, it must be a Pisces thing. I feel like with Pisces, they are chameleons, and that's how I was able to live my life at one time super, outgoing. Of course, there was substances involved, so I think that that helped me with my shyness. Um, but now I spent so much time around people. I remember a time where I could not stand being alone. No, I'm not talking about a relationship, just like alone, not having friends over. And it was odd. It's so different than how I am. I earned my right to be alone. Yeah. You are very outgoing, I guess. Yeah. I could see that because I don't know. You're like a performer. It's funny that so many people are saying that they like being alone because I love everybody. Don't love me. Fact, says Lucas. Well, that's kind of how I feel. Not about like loving everybody, but hmm. Yes, lip lock. I was gonna say you're like the center of attention. Like you want, like you would be good at being on stage. Um, but and having that type of attention, but I could see like after dealing with that, being on stage and having, performing or singing or dancing, I could see being the complete opposite. Like when you get home, just it's kind of like how I am sometimes when I get off YouTube. I just like don't want to talk at all. I'll dread talking on the phone. Anyways, guys, I'll probably go ahead and get off here. Especially since I was supposed to only be on here for for an hour. I was at Breach's comment above. You've been honest. I could tell, lip lock. I could tell you have been. You're totally made for that. I kind of look like I kind of look at Molly Golightly well, in a different way though. You're more of a theatrical performer and dancer and singer. And, you know, let's see. So I'm looking for whose comment or can you say happy birthday, my beautiful daughter? Her birthday is tomorrow. I can. play it back. Yes, I would love to. You know, today was my daughter's birthday, right, Breege? Have a good weekend too, love life. Anyways, happy birthday to Breege's daughter. I hope you have the best day ever. Right, CT? That's right. I agree. Like more of a reality performer or a um I don't know. I see lip walk as more of like one of the just Broadway. That's what I see her as. Right, Rainy Cat? I like that. I like how I know I like how Molly is she just does she to me she doesn't seem to care too much what people say. You know, and that's like really a trait like that you have to be like a star or performer. You have to not let that stuff get to you. I always wanted to be able to sing and dance, especially dance. I've been really trying to encourage my daughter to get into dancing because she has a little bit of rhythm, and like she's actually good at the all those TikTok dances and all that stuff. I'd like her to get into hip hop dancing because that was always something I wanted to do, but I want her to do what interests her. I mean, it interests her, but I don't think she would do the classes. Aw, thank you, Selena. Yeah, and happy birthday to Breege's daughter. Breakdance. No, isn't it? I don't know. When I see it's just it's so funny watching you. Not funny, but like not actually haha funny, but I guess cute. We're just kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Watching you sing and perform like you're like a you should be on Broadway or something. Or who knows? I mean, I know who knows, maybe you have done that kind of stuff before, but it's like watching when you start doing your like singing your theatrics. It's kind of like watching it's like watching a show. You're really really good at it. Like you're made for that. You know how some people are just made for certain things. It just takes certain kinds for everything. Unfortunately, a lot of times we're not gifted in the things that we want to be gifted in. But hey, yes, happy birthday, little Breege. Oh, thank you, Breege. So weird having conversation in this manner. What do you mean? Am I embarrassing you? You or what? I don't think you're one that really gets embarrassed. Oh yeah, I could totally see lip lock on Broadway. 100%. Perfect for it. Perfect for like I see her more though as a um in Broadway or like that than like a movie. You know what I mean? Totally you're perfect for theatrics, dancing, like the show choir stuff. You can barely, well, see, that was my strength, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately. I was, um, in high school, I was 98 percentile in math. Like, I was always really, really good in math, which is funny because, none of my sisters have that math gene. But when you add in like words and stuff, that's when it starts to confuse me. Like story problems. But algebra, I love algebra. The WAP. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. She does have she's just, I don't know. She's just a star. That's kind of what I tell Molly too. Molly's a star in a different way too. She's like a star in a totally different way. But yeah, see, that's your jam. You're the artiste. Sorry for being a menace, but I won't try to change. No, she's like a painter in that. She's supposed to send me, she never sent me a painting. Let's see. Well, guys, I do think I'm going to go. I definitely hung out way longer than an hour. I didn't know how I was going to even make it to an hour. And here I am at going on 4. Um, but and let's see. I was checking. Okay, Jam, it's okay. I just thought it'd be cool to hang up. Good night, guys. Sure, I'll see you guys sometime Sunday. Well, probably. I don't know. I guess we're not going to be getting that hotel. I don't know. Because her friend went home, so I don't know if we're going to be able to, or if we're going to be getting a hotel or not. Either way, I could probably still go live. It's just but anyways. All right. Good night, guys. I'm so tired. I'll see you guys Sunday sometime.